and welcome back to the vlogs. I'm really excited about filming this vlog and taking you along with me on this adventure because it is a bigger adventure. I'm in a new country that I've never filmed in before. I am filming from Sicily in Italy, so it's an island off of Italy and it's a beautiful island. As you can see, I'm already a little bit tanned. I arrived earlier today with my family and we're spending a few days here just to get a bit of sun because we needed a break, a bit of time to de-stress, and this is perfect. Just 4 days in Sicily, what more could you want? We're staying in a beautiful B&B that's literally in the middle of nowhere. It's just surrounded by olive groves and lemon trees and it is so idyllic. And there's the view, there's actually the view of two seas from the hotel. There's the Ionian Sea and the Mediterranean Sea on the other side, so it's just a perfect location. And like I said, we arrived earlier today by plane, and when we landed we basically just unpacked, settled and jumped straight into the pool because it's really hot. It's like 32 degrees and it's set to go up to like 38 while we're here, so I'm so happy about that because the summer in England hasn't been too good this year. But I thought we've arrived, we've gotten ready for dinner, but before I go out I'm going to do a little room tour because before the room gets messed up with stuff and clutter, I thought I would show you around because it's really pretty. So the theme of this B&B is like old Italian films. So each room has a year that's set to it and then it's like kind of the decor is themed around that. So this year's the 40s, films of the 40s. It's really cool and I love it. So I'll show you around. So you come in through the door, which is here. And then you've got this cute little wooden chest and I love the exposed stone that's here. And then here there's a big wardrobe where we've put all of our stuff to keep everything nice and tidy. And then you have the main bed, which is very pretty. I love the old wood and like, yeah, another bedside table. And here there's all these framed prints of old Italian films. So you've got a Sophia Loren poster and then just beautiful images. I love the vibes, and some old vintage cameras. And this is what it looks like, and I just think it is stunning. Here is a big chest of drawers. Again, lovely to put all the clutter in there, out of the way, for now anyway, while I'm filming. And then here's a cute single bed, which has a lovely kind of like crocheted bedspread. A cute mirror, which is here, and then here there are some more images of inspired by old Italian cinema, TV. Here I've closed the curtain because the light is quite harsh, but the best view ever. Look at this. That's the pool, and the views is just heavenly. And then from here, I mean, you can't see because it's more to the left, but if you look around the left of the house, then you can see the sea. But it's just, the light at the moment is nice as well because it's evening, we're about to get up for dinner. And beautiful curtains as well, like old linen curtains. It's just so amazing. And then here there is a dressing table and you can see me ready for dinner. I've got this really tropical red dress from And Other Stories, and I just love it. It's got a cute little slit in it and I just think it's perfect for holidays in Sicily. And yes, I've got some gold jewelry on, gold hoops and a gold necklace, and that's just the simple outfit. But like I said, this is really cool as well, and it's got this cool light which is kind of like a cinema light, which I think is just really pretty with the old mirror. And then here's some more pictures. Oh, and my current read, which I might as well show you while I'm here, because it is a book called Sicily Through Writer's Eyes, and it's actually really good. It's basically extracts from different stories, lots of different writing, all the way from Homer and like Renaissance writing, Roman and Greeks, the ancient Romans and Greeks who lived in Sicily, and it just goes through the history of Sicily all the way to the modern day, and there's even like modern extracts of stories from set in Sicily, and it's just a really good book. I love to read books set in places that I'm in just to get me into like the vibes, so that's my current read, which I recommend. So yes, that is the desk, and then in here is the bathroom, which again is small, cute, very pretty. There's obviously the nice hotel toiletries, and a cute little dresser, toilet bidet because we're in Italy, and a nice mirror here, and then a little window with again another beautiful view. And yes, that's everything. So that is the room tour. Now I'm about to head into the town Noto, which is right in the south tip of Sicily. And like I said, we're going to go out for dinner. I'm going to eat lots of delicious Italian food. I'll show you what I have and show you what the town is like in the evening. And I can't wait because this is the first outing on holiday. And I'm just, literally my heart is so happy because A, I love Italy. You've seen in my recent Q&A that I said Italy is my favourite country. B, I'm so happy to be on holiday, to be able to travel. So thankful. So I can't wait to start this vlog. So it is day 2 of my time in Sicily, and dinner yesterday was amazing. It was great to go to Noto in the evening to get a taste of like the nightlife there, which in Italy I love the vibes and the atmosphere because there's just lots of families who dress up really nicely, go out for dinner and then go for a passeggiata. A passeggiata is basically like a walk that they go on after they eat just to help with digestion, and they walk around like the main high street, and there's kids like playing on the streets, playing football, and families walking around and sitting outside in the squares and the piazzas, and it's just a really nice vibe. So it was really cool to walk around the town that night, and the food was obviously just perfect. And today we're going to go back to Noto because we want to see it in the daytime as well. So we're going to go also go to some grocery store or something to do some food shopping because we need water. We're very thirsty. We're just getting through so much water, and some fruits and things like that. So we're going to go back, walk around, look at the shops, and that's the plan for today. And my outfit, if you'd like to have a look. So this is my day 2 outfit, which is a Zara outfit that I got last year, and it's a 2-piece set, and I think it's really cute. It's got this lovely skirt and a matching top with buttons on it, and my tan line is a bit questionable, but I'm hoping that wearing it will help me get rid of that tan line. But I just think it's a really cute set, and that's what I'm going to wear today. So I'm ready to head out. I'm going to link B&B Zammarra, the place I stayed in, below because I can't recommend it enough. It was rustic and traditional, tastefully decorated, and the hosts were a warm and friendly couple who made us feel right at home. Staying here certainly gives you an authentic experience of rural Sicily, surrounded by olive groves and with the drone of cicadas ever present in the background. I had breakfast before I left, which included fresh apricots and almonds from the grounds, their own olive oil, as well as homemade jams made by the host's grandmother. It was the perfect way to start the day. And of course, it wouldn't be a drive through the Sicilian countryside if you weren't held up by a herd of sheep passing through the road. I love the slower pace of life here, and small moments like this almost force you not to rush from one place to the next, as most tourists do, but to take your time and immerse yourself in the local culture and appreciate different ways of life. It is an entirely different travelling experience. Noto, located in the sun-drenched and unspoiled southeastern tip of Sicily, is perhaps the island's capital of Baroque architecture. A perfect example of 18th century town planning, Noto is UNESCO protected and offers all of the charm and beauty of a classic sleepy Italian town without the masses of tourists. Walking along its narrow cobbled streets under a canopy of ornately carved stone balconies, you almost get the sense that the town has been put under a spell and is stuck in time, seemingly unchanged as age-old traditions hold as strong as ever. For instance, you can't take a trip to Sicily without spotting the teste di Moro, or ceramic Moorish heads. These vibrant and colourful works of art are dotted around as plant pots and vases, but the legend goes back to the 16th century when the Moors dominated the island. A beautiful young girl was gardening on her balcony when she fell in love with a Moorish merchant who was passing by, and who instantly fell in love in return. However, their love story was soon cut short by the discovery that he already had a wife and children in his native land. In a burst of jealousy, she cut off his head in his sleep and used it to grow her basil plant. Passers-by admired her flourishing basil, and so began to produce colourful clay head pots in the hopes of growing herbs just as well. Whether the story is true or not, and whether you find it romantic or just a bit creepy, I think it is a classic display of the passion and drama of Sicilian legends. As the famous Italian actress Monica Bellucci said, if there was no Sicily, cinema would not exist. All the great stories were born here. While walking along the main historic street, the Corso Vittorio Emanuele, which runs through the town centre, I stepped inside the Chiesa di San Carlo al Corso, a beautiful Baroque church. I couldn't help being drawn to admire the beautifully painted walls and the Murano glass chandelier. There was so much attention to detail, and the effect was dazzling. Afterwards, it was necessary to cool down from the intense heat with a local speciality, a granita. A granita is basically crushed ice, a bit like a slushie, but made with high-quality ingredients and available in different flavours. I had a lemon one, which is so refreshing in the summer, and traditionally it is eaten for breakfast with a brioche which is dipped into the granita. Next I went into the Convitto delle Arti Museum, an art gallery on the main street, which was running an exhibition called Myths, Heroines and Rebels. The exhibition was described by the mayor of Noto as an intriguing and wonderful journey into the world of women, where determined, imprudent, virtuous, passionate and courageous lives and personalities are presented ready to fight an ideological struggle with their own time, overcoming obstacles, misunderstanding, abuse and condemnation. It was a spontaneous stop and I loved it, but by this point it was lunchtime and I was really hungry, so we stopped for something to eat. We stumbled across Cantina Modica di San Giovanni, a charming old-world restaurant which drew us in with its crates of dusty wine bottles and an old radio playing Vivaldi in the background. A cool glass of white wine just tastes so much better when it comes from a vineyard that has been passed down in the same family for many generations. So we've just been out for lunch. We had an amazing lunch. It was like a mixed plate of traditional Sicilian foods, like different salads and roasted aubergine, and now they have a museum of the house of the family that used to live here, and I've come to walk around and it's really, really cool. So the lunch that we had was at a really historic restaurant. The family has owned it for so long, hundreds of years, and I'm walking around the historic apartments of the family that runs the farms and the restaurant, and it's really amazing. It's incredible to see so much history integrated into this place, and the food that we had was all really traditional. So there were traditional Sicilian foods like caponata, roasted aubergine, and local cheeses and meats and local wine, and it was incredible. It was so lovely to just sit and relax. It's really hot as well, so it's good to escape the heat a bit, and downstairs where they have the restaurant is really pretty. So they have lots of old wine bottles and decorations of old farming equipment, and it's really traditional, so it's lovely to soak in, the Sicilian culture. And yes, it's nice to wander around. It's very empty as well. I don't know if it's because it's June, so it's not quite tourist season yet, but it's really lovely. currently 32 degrees and I am so hot. It's lovely, I love the heat, but it is very hot. Fueled up and ready to carry on exploring, I went to have a look around the Chiesa di Montevergine, another stunning example of Baroque architecture that is special not only for its interiors, but for its spectacular view. If you are brave enough to climb the questionable-looking steel spiral staircase, and then further up some more crooked stone spiral stairs, you will reach one of the best viewpoints of the city. You come face to face with an ancient landscape, one that has been cultivated in turn by ancient Greeks, Romans, Normans and Arabs before falling back into Christian hands in 1091. The town itself was destroyed in the earthquake of 1693 and was rebuilt from the ground up into the Baroque masterpiece that it is today. Next on the list of things to see was the Palazzo Nicolaci, the extravagant residence of the Nicolaci di Villa Dorata family. They were one of the most influential noble families in Noto during the 18th century, and some members of the family still inhabit the palace today. The palazzo is the largest in Noto and consists of around 90 rooms which are richly decorated with detailed frescoes adorning the walls and ceilings. They conjure to mind the sumptuous lifestyle of Sicilian nobles, and walking through the rooms you can't help but feel wowed by their grandeur. Exploring the Palazzo Nicolaci, which is the house that was owned by the family, and it's like a grand manor house, and I'm just walking around and look at this, can you see? It's like a door that's built into the wall, it's really cool. I'm assuming this was used by servants. But I love spotting like secret little things like that. It's just so grand. Noto may be a small town, but there is certainly a lot to see and do. After walking around the palace, I went on to visit the Palazzo Ducezio, which is the town hall and has a breathtaking room of mirrors, as well as the cathedral located directly opposite, and the Teatro Tina di Lorenzo, an elegant yet intimate theatre dating from the 19th century, which is brimming with red velvet, stucco work and drama. I saw everything in one day, with a bit of shopping scattered in between, but obviously the sights can be spread across a few days to enjoy them at a slower pace. So I've just come back from a great day in Noto. There's so much to do and we've spent the whole day just walking. So now we're kind of tired and hot and I can't wait to just jump into that nice cool pool and just relax because that's really what's needed. So I'm about to head to the pool now. I've got my bikini on and yes, I can't wait to just go and lay in the sun a bit. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of my Sicily vlogs where I show you around Noto. Join me in my next video as I spend a day on the beach in San Lorenzo and then explore Marzamemi, a quaint fishing village. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel to join me on more adventures, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!